No. This is important to everybody that you know the Fourth Amendment. What is
Sure,
it?
I know it.
So what is it? What is it?
The right of freedom.
No way you just said that. You are not detained. You're free to go.
You're not detained.
You're not detained.
You're not.
I know I'm not, because I know the law.
I know I'm not, because I know the law.
And there he goes, being a 5-year-old again.
Yep, federal law doesn't supersede.
It absolutely.
state law.
No way you
That's
just
where
said
you're
that.
legal.
Chill out. You're stupid.
Welcome back to the Lackluster channel. In March of 2024, the Random Patriot was filming the grounds of a police department in Clinton, Arkansas. As he inspected one of the people's vehicles, Lieutenant Scott Solomon of the Clinton Police approached him to inquire about his activity.
What's up, dude? Is this? I mean, this car's left on.
Lieutenant Scott Solomon's call.
Oh, cool. I think you left your car on, brother.
No, my car's off.
Oh, the dash is blinking stuff. Does it just do that all day?
It does.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Lieutenant Solomon, Police Department. What's your name?
Cool. I'm Justin. Nice meeting you, man.
Could you ask my dad what I can say?
No, sir. I don't.
No idea.
No.
Arkansas is one of the 15 ID states. So hold on.
There is no way you believe that.
At the time this was filmed, Arkansas was one of 23 states that had adopted a Stop and Identify statute. The term Stop and ID state does not mean that an officer can ignore your Fourth Amendment protections. It simply means that a statute has been created to address refusing to identify. Stop and ID statutes always require that law enforcement have a minimum of reasonable suspicion of criminal activity prior to a stop, arrest, or detention. Lieutenant Solomon was hired nearly 14 years prior to this interaction and was promoted to the rank of lieutenant more than 3 years earlier. And after 15 years of service, you'd imagine that he would understand very basic legal standards. But as the Random Patriot questions the supervising officer, it becomes apparent that he does not understand the fundamental tenets of the Bill of Rights and appears to be the most unfit and poorly trained officer to have ever appeared on the channel.
All right. Since you're starting off this way, do you have somewhere higher than you? Because I promise you that's not correct, and you're going to get your whole town into a lawsuit. And I don't want to go that way. I've been having a great day. You don't want to go that way either.
But if you just tell me your name.
I'm not telling you my name. I'll tell you my first name, and we're stopping there, and I'm not answering any more questions. If you want to ID me unlawfully, you're going to lose your job and your qualified immunity.
Can I ask you what you're doing?
I'm working on a story.
For who you with?
I'm an independent journalist. What's your name?
Solomon. Lieutenant Solomon.
Solomon.
Yes, sir.
Do not think, there is no such thing as a stop and ID state. There's no such thing. That is a term.
Okay.
That is a...
Okay, let me explain something to you. Can I explain something?
I'll listen to you. Go ahead. Yeah.
This day and time, there's all sorts of things going on.
This day and time is a terrible thing because we are in one of the most safest times to date in world history. Tell me a safer time in world history than right now.
Okay,
So don't say in this day and time, because cops always say that and it's stupid. So you can start over though if you want to.
Let me just put it like this.
Yeah.
You know, if we see somebody looking at our police cars,
Come talk to me, sure. But don't threaten to arrest me if I don't give you my ID.
I didn't threaten to.
You just did, brother.
I just said Arkansas is one of the 15 ID states.
That's not correct.
As a matter of request.
Nope, that's not correct.
Find some identified
Get a lawyer
information.
out here. If you think that's true, you need to look into it because you're going to get yourself in trouble. That is not true, and I'm 1,000% positive. And I can show you case law and Supreme Court rulings and everything. 100%.
More or less, we're just concerned about what you're doing.
Well, do not think that you can just stop and ID anyone you want. You're going to get yourself in trouble, and you're non-constitutional. You are unconstitutional.
Well, with what's going on, I mean,
You are no. If you think you can do that, you don't believe in the Fourth Amendment. If you think you can do that, do you know what the Fourth Amendment is, sir? What is it?
You know, if we see
What's the Fourth Amendment? No. This is important to everybody that you know the Fourth Amendment. What is
Sure,
it?
I know it.
So what is it? What is it?
The right of freedom.
No way you just said that. No, that's the First Amendment.
That's what I'm saying. The First Amendment.
No, the First
Amendment.
Amendment. Bro, what's the Fourth Amendment?
All right, listen.
Oh my God, dude, and you're a lieutenant? Is your chief here?
No, he's not.
We need someone to teach you what the Fourth Amendment is. What is it?
My question is.
What is okay. What's the 5 elements of the First Amendment? There's 5 elements. There's 5 elements of the First Amendment. No, I have some concerns and questions for you. There's 5 elements of the First Amendment. What are they?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead.
What are they, sir? What's the Fourth Amendment? You don't know any of it.
If you don't,
You need to go study the Constitution, and until you do, don't say a word to me, please. Go back inside, look up the Constitution, and read those rights and learn them. Memorize them, then come out. Other than that, you don't know what you're doing or what you're talking about, and you don't need to be a lieutenant. And I'm sorry I'm getting mad, but that is ridiculous. You should be ashamed of yourself for not knowing the first or the fourth. Walk of shame right there, and it's deserved.
The random patriot continues filming the lieutenant's walk of shame and eventually attempts to enter the department, only to find that he has been locked out.
Lieutenant Solomon, you're opening your city up for a lawsuit by allowing this door to be locked because of me.
A few minutes later, a staff member appears to make a phone call for the sheriff to respond to the scene.
Uh-oh, they're sending the sheriff out here.
Soon after, Sheriff Coons
Dude!
arrives, enters the department, and exits.
Sir Henry, what's up, guys? Good.
All right, gonna call the wife real quick.
They weren't letting me in a minute ago. You know, that's a lawsuit if I wanted to.
I'll call the wifey real quick. I may have to mute it for a minute. Hey! Do I need to mute it?
Yeah.
Okay, what's up? What's up?
Just having a really bad day.
Well, let me mute it. All right, I'm back.
I'm literally just trying to have a pleasant time here in Clinton. That's it. But here we have. What's your name, sir?
Sheriff.
You're the sheriff. Awesome. Nice to meet you, sir. I'm Justin. So why'd they send the sheriff down here for a guy with a camera?
Somebody sent the sheriff.
They
We all monitor the radio track.
Hey, dude. Hey, hold on. Before you lie on camera.
If we get a call over the radio,
No, I heard them call the sheriff down here. I heard them on. I have them on video calling the sheriff down here.
anyways,
So now you're lying on camera. So now I don't want to talk to you either, dude.
if we get a call,
Just be real. Just be a real person for 2 seconds. I can go and just be a real person
you
in
get a
here.
real person.
I am.
Yeah, you're in here causing a problem.
No, I'm exercising my rights.
Yeah, but if it becomes disorderly,
I told you my name's Justin like 6 times.
disorderly.
Yeah, right next to this.
Okay?
You can ask, and I don't have to tell you. You have to have reasonable or you have to have. No, you're not. You have to have reasonable or articulable suspicion of a crime.
You're on private property.
Again, if you cause
No,
a
this is public.
disturbance,
This is public property.
if you cause a disturbance,
This is
then
public
you can be
property.
charged with disorderly conduct.
Were you parking your cop cars back there? Then it's public.
As
It's
long as
public.
you're civil, there's not a problem.
I'm civil, brother.
That's what I'm saying. But if it did become disorderly, then you could be charged with disorderly
Yeah.
conduct. But until then,
Don't-
as long as you're
You're
civil,
also looking private
everything's good.
back there too.
I can look at anything I can see from public. You can't trespass my eyes.
It's private property.
That's public. If you park your cars back there, that's public.
The other cars.
And even if it was private, I have to be trespassed before I committed a crime. So no one in here knows what the hell they're talking about. This is getting crazy. He said that he could make me ID just because he wants to. That is mind blowing that he thinks that.
Because
He doesn't know what the.
they don't know what you're doing.
I asked him what the Fourth Amendment was, and he says freedom. That's not. That's embarrassing, dude. You had to go look it up after. Well, okay, what's the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
If you say
What's the five elements? Give me 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm not asking for it.
Give me 2. You can ask all day, and I can tell you no.
Just like you said, he had to go look it up. You could sit down in your car and look up every.
Dude, I know them by heart.
That doesn't matter. It's not required by law for anybody to know it.
It is required by law. Do you and you all sign? Did no?
When you go to the academy, the only thing you're required to do is
Brother.
to read it. Because
Did
when
you?
you're with it,
All right, I'm about to own
know
you.
where you can
Get ready, brother.
break laws.
Get ready.
You get ready. You get ready.
You swore an oath to the Constitution when you were signed in, and I can find it on video, I bet. So you swore an oath to the Constitution.
So you were there.
No,
Now you're lying.
but that is what all police do.
You're telling us we're lying.
No,
You're lying.
it is required.
You're
If you
lying
didn't,
into the right because you don't know. You're trying to. You're making.
dude, you listen.
So you.
So you didn't swear an oath. So you didn't swear an oath.
I'm telling you, you're being.
You can call me whatever you want.
See?
It doesn't hurt my feelings like it does yours.
You're being. It's not hurting my feelings.
It obviously is.
I've been doing it for 20
So you
years.
did not.
People have told me
So
the word.
answer me this:
Answer
Did
me.
you sign it? Did you swear an oath to the Constitution?
That's where you're wrong.
He
I
says he
don't have to
didn't.
answer.
So you did. This sheriff, he does not believe in the Constitution, and he did not swear an oath
That's
to it.
what you believe. If you continue.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I explained to you at that point it would be a disorderly conduct.
Dude, chill out. You're stupid.
Okay, you told me.
You don't even know that you swore an oath to the Constitution.
No, I'm not answering.
You walk around thinking that you have no duty to the Constitution.
People, the residents.
The Constitution.
Do you live?
The Constitution. The
Do you live
Constitution.
in Van Buren County?
No, I don't.
And I don't answer to you. Have a good day, sir.
Do you get state taxes? Do you get federal taxes? Do you get state and federal
Have a
taxes?
good day, sir.
So you don't know shit, brother.
Have a good day,
You
sir.
guys don't know anything here. You don't get. No, you can't. That's freedom of speech. That's freedom of speech. You don't know the Constitution.
You've obviously
What's freedom of speech
statute
mean?
of disorderly conduct.
Yeah,
It's not a riot.
it is lackluster's latest.
What riot am I inciting?
Which includes any
Freedom of speech,
any
brother.
more than 2 or 3 people.
Freedom of speech.
Then you're
You guys are the making the riot, then not me. I'm by
making it
myself.
right. You're the one
I'm by myself.
and dumb, and you're the one that's
You guys are the ones that are supposed to know the Constitution, and I know it 10 times more than you.
That's fine.
You guys don't know anything about it. Your whole job is to uphold the Constitution.
Our whole job is to uphold the
The Constitution.
statute.
No, what's more important than state laws? Federal laws.
Federal law doesn't supersede.
It absolutely. No way, you just said that. No, yes, it
That's where
does.
you're wrong.
Yes, it does.
So far, Sheriff Coons has demonstrated
Wow.
that he can be quite the contrarian to stand up for his colleagues, even when they are clearly wrong. he infers that he never swore an oath to the Constitution unless you have personally witnessed it, that he only works for the citizens of his county, and that federal law does not supersede state law. Sheriff Kuntz appears to be wrong on every claim made so far, except one made earlier with the intellectual capacity of 2 apples equals 2 apples.
If it did become disorderly, then you could charge with disorderly conduct.
I promise you, if the Supreme Court says Arkansas state law is wrong, then it's wrong and over with. Arkansas doesn't get to say, well, we get to do whatever we
It's the
want.
Constitution.
You're embarrassing yourself on the internet.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not. You're embarrassed.
Say your name again.
You paid.
If you don't think you're embarrassing yourself, what's your name?
I won't say my name until you say yours. I already said it.
I already said it.
No, you didn't. You didn't give us your full name.
I don't
I
have
told
to.
you my full name and who I work
Yeah,
for.
because that's your job to. Not mine. I'm a private citizen. You are not. Now, I'm the people. Listen to me.
You request my name.
I'm the people. You're the government right now, and I'm the people. And this is what government's doing. That's in your policy. That's in.
I will happily oblige, Sheriff. The same exact Arkansas code that Lieutenant Solomon doesn't understand just so happens to also name and jurisdiction, and to state the reason written identification.
What are the 5 elements of the First Amendment? You don't know it. You should be proud to say it regardless of whatever I said
If you
before.
want to set up,
You should be proud to say
Yeah,
it.
hit maneuver.
You should be proud. I'm not talking to you, dude.
I'm not confronting you out in public and you trying to somehow attack me or
I wasn't.
It's weird. Android Auto always disconnects on that bridge. I wonder what they broadcast on. What frequency? I mean, it'll come back up, but that's so weird that it happens every time I go over that bridge.
nobody called
He
you.
walked in and said, call the sheriff.
I thought that's the lady had done it. You realize
The lady did. The lady did.
on for
I have it on film, dude. I don't fit.
You don't want me to say this because it's going to make you look dumb.
Say whatever you want. Go ahead.
Okay? You realize
I'm not
that the
embarrassed.
radio was on. That a radio's on. If any officer hears,
That's not what happened.
It doesn't.
I have it on film, dude.
We have 6
What do you not get about I have it on film?
6 people were not dispatched down here. It just went across video.
No.
We always
Yeah, the lady
back up and
He,
call.
dude, okay, he walks in crying about what I said to him. Then that lady immediately says, call the sheriff down here, and I have it all on film.
You are specifically saying the sheriff was called down here. My phone didn't ring. And
Okay, so they did it over the radio.
there you go. It's a
They called you down over the radio.
Specifically when I took off.
So did they call you down over the radio? So did they call you down? So did they say, call the sheriff down here? So did they say, you're causing a
Nobody
riot?
said.
You're, that's disorderly. Can you arrest him? He's
You're a
yelling.
smart aleck. You're a smart
You're embarrassing yourself, dude.
You are embarrassing yourself.
I heard them do it, dude. I heard them do it.
See,
It's
you're
on
wrong.
video.
So you're totally wrong. You didn't even know what you're talking
They said,
about.
call the sheriff down here.
Embarrassing yourself.
It's on video. I'm not.
It's on video.
Video don't lie.
It's a recording.
Video
Not
don't lie.
dispatch, and neither does that.
Walk away. You're embarrassing yourself.
You're ridiculous.
Everything you say is wrong. I have
You're
it on
so
camera.
embarrassing yourself.
You're stupid,
You're
dude.
stupid.
All you can do, okay, whenever you stop repeating, that means you have nothing left to say and you're embarrassing yourself.
You keep repeating everything you said just 5 seconds ago because you
All
have
right,
nothing
man.
new.
So in that case,
And every time
you're
I explain
dismissed.
to you what you're
You're dismissed. How about that? You're dismissed. How about that?
Thank you for dismissing.
You're welcome. I'll see you later.
Maybe I will if you come see me.
God, I hope so. Because you're content. You're nothing but content.
Welcome to come visit my office anytime.
I'll be up there in a little bit. How about that? Before you close today, I'll see you up there.
I made the sheriff's office.
Give everybody a warning.
Yes.
Yeah, not unlike the police station. It's not open door. They locked it on me. So you're just.
Say thank you for coming by.
I would have earlier, but not anymore.
You
No.
did right there at the door.
Yeah, no, I did earlier. But you lost that respect that I
The reason
had.
you don't like me right now, you're upset with me is because I'm standing here and
No,
going to civilly.
Now you're making. You know what assuming does?
Being disorderly.
You know what assuming does, right?
See, that's child.
You know what assuming does, right?
Right now have a 5-year-old.
No, you're assuming.
child.
Says the guy that was just repeating everything I would say.
I'm-
Says the guy that was repeating everything I
My
said.
experience in 25 years.
Dude, you're dumb as hell.
That's
This is.
probably mental and stuff.
I've never met a cop so childish in my life, and I have hundreds of
The
videos.
same respect and level of
This is ridiculous. Y'all should be embarrassed right now, dude. Go back to your office. You're dismissed.
Again,
Go back to your office. You're dismissed.
County,
Listen.
if you don't live here,
One thing you need to go home knowing is you serve the Constitution, and the Constitution serves the people. You serve the
so
Constitution.
you come here from out of town and you go town to town and you try to do some type of a constitutional audit just to try to engage police officers. Is that what you're doing? Because you're bored.
Is that what it is?
Nothing better to do.
More assuming. You're free to go.
You're a free.
You're free to go. You are not detained. You're free to go.
You're not detained.
You're not detained.
You're not.
I know I'm not, because I know the law.
I know I'm not, because I know the law.
And there he goes, being a 5-year-old again.
Yep. This is not a service.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
I get zanked every single
it
day,
makes
dude.
genuine people that actually believe in our
That's
Constitution.
true, Matt.
You don't even know what the Constitution is to believe in it.
You don't know.
You think Arkansas law supersedes the Constitution. Get out of my face if you think that. You think Arkansas law supersedes it? Do you think Arkansas law supersedes it? Answer the question, yes or no. Do you think Arkansas law supersedes the Constitution, Maddox? Maddox, do you think that Arkansas law supersedes the Constitution? That should be an easy question. You should be proud to say hell no. You should be proud to say hell freaking no, it doesn't. The Constitution is all. The Constitution is all. Nothing is over the Constitution.
Unwittingly, Sheriff thinks is about to prove the random patriot's point for him by falsely equating a federal agent with federal law.
You think because a federal agent comes here and says that I'm supposed to take somebody's weapons away, that I'm supposed to enforce that because that's federal?
Does that say that in the Constitution?
Absolutely.
I'm saying the
Absolutely not.
The Constitution.
Says we are a right to
Bro.
open carry.
Okay,
and
if
I'm
it ever
stand behind that.
if it ever comes to that,
That's Arkansas Constitution.
all right. You just heard.
So you tell me when,
no.
You tell me when.
All right.
So you were wrong.
Hold on a second.
No, you were
No.
wrong. You don't admit it.
I'm not wrong. I'm about to give you. I'm trying to give you some credit. If you'll stop talking for 2 seconds, I'm about to give you some credit, bro. But you are wrong. But I'm gonna explain it. I am not saying anything that the government says supersedes anything you say. I am saying the Constitution. Now, stop over talking to me for 2 seconds, dude. Let me just finish.
Yeah.
Let me finish my sentence. I'm not talking for 2 seconds. Good Lord. No, you don't. I'm trying to tell you that you don't.
Get angry.
God damn, dude, you're so dumb.
See what I mean?
The Constitution has nothing to do. The Constitution says that the government can never take our guns away. So when I say the Constitution, I'm not talking about some new law of government passed. I'm saying the Constitution that gives me the Second Amendment rights. So what I'm about to give you credit for is thank you for standing up for my Second Amendment right, even if some tyrannical government that might be federal tries to take them away, and you're going to stop them and you're not going to take them away from me. Now I give some more respect to you for that, regardless of anything you've been wrong about before. But I was not saying the government supersedes Arkansas state law. I was saying the Constitution does, and the Constitution has the Second Amendment. So you were wrong by saying, well, what if the federal agent? That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Constitution, not some federal agent.
This continues in circular fashion for about another 10 minutes.
Can I ask you one thing, and it'll really make a big difference? Can you demand ID just because you want to? Like, for example, right now, could you make me ID?
Only if somebody that I'm asking for their ID because as suspected.
All right.
After that video was published, enough viewers called and wrote into the department to file complaints against Lieutenant Solomon that Chief Murdoch opened an internal affairs investigation into the matter. The investigation lasted less than 3 weeks, but just prior to its conclusion, Lieutenant Solomon resigned from his position with the Clinton Police Department, allegedly to take another job outside of law enforcement. But despite his early resignation, the chief filed his findings into Solomon's personnel file. The allegations of lacking leadership, lacking knowledge, and using department resources for personal gain were sustained. As a result, Solomon was to be immediately demoted from lieutenant to patrol officer, which also included a severe cut to his salary. He was also to be placed on 12 months probation and had his take-home cruiser repossessed by the department. And finally, he was to be moved to the third shift, which is typically from midnight to 8 a.m. The swift and effective internal affairs investigation and outcome is a breath of fresh air, especially considering the last
Yeah, but he
video
quit beforehand, so he could have put whatever he wanted on there. Would that have actually happened?
Make sure you tell our police chief that you love Officer Nance.
Nance, you're being a bitch. In the early morning hours of August, in a verbal dispute as they had recently separated. At some point, the argument got out of hand, and Anthony allegedly discharged a firearm into the air and fled the scene. Officer Robert Nance of the Sherwood Police Department was the first to arrive, and after talking to the 911 caller, Nance began walking to the rear of the apartment complex. As he approached the vehicle pulling out to leave, a woman yelled out to him, "Stop the car! Stop the car! Stop the car!" Off 58, he's fleeing in a red GMC SUV heading towards cutoff. Shots fired. 2 days later, the department put out a statement advising the public that Anthony drove in the direction of one of the Sherwood police officers, and the officer, Nance, discharged his firearm, striking the vehicle. As both of their names are on it, we can only assume that the police chief, Jeff Hager, and public information officer, Richard McNeil, either intentionally lied to the public or failed to investigate the incident at all.
Calling all acorns! Calling all acorns! I love it.
The words used were carefully written to make it seem as though their officer was in danger to justify the shooting, and the local press did what everyone expected them to do, was slowly driving past the officer enough to give rise to a reasonable good faith belief that the use of deadly force was necessary. It's unclear if Nance was ever disciplined for his intent and attempt to kill Anthony, as the department states that they are not obligated to release any discipline that didn't
This is
rise
old.
to the level of suspicion or termination.
Why did he tack this onto the end of
Charging him in July of 2023, less than a year after this obviously terrible shoot, the department promoted Robert Nance to sergeant. Several months after the incident, charges of aggravated residential burglary and terroristic threatening in the first degree were added to Anthony's charges, which increased his possible incarceration to 10 to 52 years. And after those new charges were added, Anthony dropped his plea of not guilty and instead pleaded guilty to the aggravated assault charge. That video, as well as the Random Patriots links, can be found below. Be sure to head over there and show us.
Oh, yeah, it's a different video.
Hard making change as big as this. If you do
That's
happen to
nuts.
stop by to share your appreciation, be sure to let him know that I sent you.
Let him know. Like he sent you. Like he sent you. Let him know. Chuck's live. Robert Gouvet is going to be live in 8 minutes, but I'll put it on Chuck for now. Is he on a scene? Yeah, I saw the alert pop up. Where's he at? There he is. There he is.
That's what it looked like a little bit ago.
Is that a nader? Don't look like a nader. I see no naders. It's just cloudy. It's just cloudy. Look like a leprechaun up in the tree. Like a leprechaun to me, up in the tree.
Fake news.
Drop your firefighter, do the best you can in the bucket.
She sounded like she got marbles in her mouth. Or something. Rehab ambulance.
Well,
I probably could have made the light, but I want to risk it. There's usually cops sitting around here. Yeah, he's at a fire. It's like a warehouse or something.
You can walk around, she's got to know the end of her bush like this. No. On the back side.
Pull it up on Kick. I got to figure out why Kick isn't working for me anymore. Maybe I got to reset Restream or something. Hello, this is Fire. What's up, everyone? What's up, Lucky? Hey, at least you didn't make it in the last 2 minutes this time. I feel bad when people when I'm doing that. When I know I'm getting ready to end the stream and someone just pops in, it's like, damn. Thanks for making it, though. Thanks for the Reiki Reich.
The alarm's going off. Back on out if you get an alarm.
The personal alarms, when they go off, that usually means that your air is getting low. When the air pressure gets to a lower level, it starts setting off an alarm on your out turnout gear. Is that missing a blade? It's like 3 windmills to the left here. One of them isn't turning. It looks like it's missing a blade. Maybe it's just the angle I'm looking at it. Yeah, it's just the angle. Switch it to Robert. Robbie G. Live.
All right, my friends. I just pressed the Let's Go Live button. It's a beautiful Monday. Welcome back. I hope your weekend was incredible. Let's wait for the tubes to connect themselves all across the fruiting plain of the interwebs. Before we go ahead and get started, we got business to attend to. We got some classified document filings we've got to unpack here today. And we are going to be doing that just as soon as we confirm that the tubes are working, and it looks like they are. That is tremendous news, my friends. That means we can go ahead and get started. So let's do it, shall we? Hello, my friends, and welcome back to yet another episode of Watching the Watchers Live, the show that spotlights misconduct involving police, prosecutors, and politicians. My name is Robert Gouveia. I am a criminal defense attorney, and today we are talking about Florida. Classified documents have been unsealed. Not the documents themselves, but documents related to the classified documents. And we're going to go through 2 different sets of filings. The first thing that has been unsealed is the original search warrant from the feds when they raided Mar-a-Lago. We remember that. We were here covering it live, and we're, wow, this is pretty shocking. They went in there and they were rummaging around through everything, including, as we suspect, Melania's private drawers, and we see that they were actually digging into that. So we'll go through this. You can see this is the original search warrant that was redacted all up and down. This came out originally back, I think, in August of 2023 or maybe 2022. We'll take a look at it. We'll go into the dates. I can never remember the dates. You know how I am with the numbers, but that's the original. This is the new. Okay, so redacted, and then unredacted, sealed and unsealed. We're going to pull both those puppies up right next to each other, go through them, and we're going to see what is inside, what they didn't want us to see a long time ago. So that is, of course, coming up. You can see Melania is not very happy. The feds raided her closet. So we'll get that. And then we also need to see what is happening with this motion to dismiss for selective and vindictive prosecution. Walt Nada, who is a co-defendant in the classified documents case, he submitted this, and there have been some rumors that a vindictive or selective prosecution motion to dismiss might be successful. You know who's been talking a lot about this is Julie Kelly, who has been basically at these court proceedings, watching it, and been giving us all tremendous insight. And so we'll listen and see what she had to say about what's happening in the classified documents case as we talk about these motions for selective and vindictive prosecution, because all of these sealings are allowing us to peer in to the true nature of these prosecutions as brought by Jack Smith, coordinated by the Biden administration. So Walt Nada, co-defendant, says you got to dismiss this. His attorney, of course, is Stanley Woodward, the same attorney who they say got threatened by Jay Bratt, who's, like an Oompa Loompa walking around there in Florida. So we'll go through that one and see what's happening in Florida. Then we'll turn our attention to Arizona, because, man, there's a new indictment, and they just unsealed a bunch more names. So 18 total. And if you look at the official docket in Arizona, this is Chris Mays, all right? This is the woman who was out showing up on the media saying, we have to get Joe Biden elected. Then she indicts all the Trump people. Okay, thanks. Nice justice there. She also showed up and was at the White House not too long ago, less than a year ago, hanging out with who knows who, Escobar, something like that. I don't know what's going on. And so we'll see what that's all about, and we'll ask ourselves, why is this all happening now? Well, maybe because Trump is winning in Arizona. And Arizona's a battleground state, and they need to do something to decapitate any GOP momentum and further as it exists in Arizona. But this is our Attorney General, all right, Chris Mays. She's basically our version of Tish, Bigfoot Letitia James. I don't know if Chris Mays takes her shoes off in court. Someone will have to educate us on that one, but we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. So the indictment dropped. We'll go through it. We'll see what's inside. This is what the docket looks like as of this afternoon. Of course, this is Arizona. This is your boy's territory, all right? Know this stuff inside and out. This court docket looks familiar. Getting flashbacks to when I was practicing. It's like, oh gosh, I remember all this. Oh no. Okay, but here we are. We're back in Arizona. Arizona's a battleground state, so why are they indicting all these people? Well, I've got some ideas. So I dropped down a couple different bullet points how this lawfare is actually effective in draining GOP energy time. These are the people who all got indicted. Rudy's on there, Mark Meadows, remember Jenna Ellis, she's back on the list again. John Eastman, Christina Bobb, and Michael Roman. Remember him? He was from the Big Fanny case. Ashley Merchant was his attorney back there in Georgia. So another lawfare attack happening. Arizona's not going their way, and so they just said, well, I guess we'll just indict a bunch of people. And so the new justice is here in Arizona, and it may be showing up at a location near you as well. So all that is coming up, and more, my friends. Of course, then when we're done here, we will.
This guy,
you have to
look
say
at
about
him.
all this.
He's fucking all over the place, man.
Over to watchingthewatchers.locals.com after the show's over. We have a great members-only community. Some say the best in the entire universe. I say that. And we'd love to have you join it. Watchingthewatchers.locals.com. We do streams in the morning. I already had a great live stream this morning. Get our bearings straight on the day. Talk about a bunch of stuff we can't squeeze in here. And we'd love to have you join us. It is a great way to support our work. It's a great way to meet some other people, have some fun, get some extra content, talk about some other stuff. It's great. Watchingthewatchers.locals.com. Come check it out. If you want to download any PDFs, check out the calendar of the store, calendar of the show, the merch store, like speaking and reading simultaneously. Just do one at a time, bro. Show reports, daily newsletter, email.
I'm back.
It is all available at robertgovea.com. Go and check it out. And of course, watcherlodge.com is our sovereignty and self-development platform where we talk about what it's going to take.
I think something's going on with the towers around here, because everything was dropping, even my car Wi-Fi.
Not just for the lodge, but for everybody, of course. Come and join us. Go RSVP at watcherlodge.com. That's where you can find the calendar there. Add it to your calendar if you intend on joining. We're meeting at Trump International Hotel venue in June. So come check it out. And also, as a reminder, I will be attending a business event. It's called Speakeasy Mastermind. It's a business networking group. It's open to the public. It's not my event, but I will be there Thursday, Friday. So if you're somebody who's into those things, you want to go to that, more information at watchourlodge.com. You can sign up for that. And then, of course, our meetup will be on Saturday. If you're like, Rob, I don't want to go to Vegas just for a meetup. Well, come to a business event. Or, if you're looking for something else to do in Vegas, there's more to do. All right, so all that, watchourlodge.com. We will see you in Vegas, I hope. All right, so let's get to it. On the day, unsealed in Florida. Remember that search warrant that authorized all those feds and some of those perverted feds to go into Melania's sock drawer or whatever was going on in her closet? They were raiding everything at Trump's residence. And when we wanted to see their justification for going and doing that, well, they redacted everything and then they sealed the filings so we couldn't see much of what was inside. And now, thanks to Judge Cannon and her propensity for transparency, we have the unsealed search warrant. We're going to put two documents up side by side and go through them together. And to do that, let's get the documents up now. As soon as I can do that, here. Boom. All right, so let's clean this up a bit. These are the two filings. One of these was dropped on the docket back in 2022. The other was dropped back on April 26, 2024. So we have two different filings, one from some time ago and one obviously a lot more recently. You can see on the right. Now what's curious about this is some of this is highly redacted. For example, this is the redacted on the left. And when we scroll down here to page 2, we see that we have a new paragraph that is suddenly unredacted. So we get to peer inside, and we're happy about that. Now, what is this full document on the right? Let's just zoom up here a little bit so I can show you where this is originating from. This was all originally under seal, right? There's a motion to seal. We just got limited bits and pieces of all of this. But now Judge Cannon has said, okay, you can see inside. This came originally from a U.S. Assistant Attorney. His name is Michael Thacker. That came in, says, Your Honor, we're petrified that if this gets out, everyone's going to know how corrupt we are, and so please seal it because of national security, blah, blah, blah. Highly sensitive documents, and we don't want this filed on the public because it poses a risk to safety. There's sensitive nature, blah, blah, blah. Okay, got it. Sealing order. The judge who issued the warrant, okay, this is Bruce Reinhardt, so this is not Judge Cannon that we're talking about, because all of this was being investigated, obviously, before the raid occurred. So he says, right, this, the original judge, not Cannon, says, no problem, I'm here in Florida. This is the Southern District of Florida, highly sensitive document, sealing order, right? So he gives us the rubber check on it. This is before criminal charges are filed, because they're doing their investigation. So then, August 5th, 2022, there's an application for a warrant by telephone, right? They fax this over, and they get, here, it's continued. Now, this is the affidavit. And so, let's see now how these two documents compare with one another. It's 38 pages. We've read the original the redacted version a long time ago when this originally happened. And so we'll go quickly here, just highlighting the differences between the two filings, as you can see. On the right and the left, the two search warrant applications, saying this is our affidavit, we want to search and seize these materials from the Trump residence. They say the government is conducting a criminal investigation into documents. This investigation began because NARA sent a letter to the DOJ, and there are 15 boxes that we need to go find, and so we're going to go ahead and track those down. Now, they tell us that the FBI's investigation, after all of their due diligence, has established that documents bearing classification markings, which appear to contain national defense information, were among the materials in the 15 boxes. Now, this is all new. Since the 15 boxes were provided to NARA, additional documents bearing classification markings, which appear to contain NDI, were stored at the premises in an unauthorized location and have been produced to the government in response to a grand jury subpoena directed at Trump's post-presidential office in seeking documents containing classification markings stored at the premises or otherwise under the president's control. or might be asking ourselves, okay, there's nothing really too juicy in there, is there? Other than they're giving us maybe some investigatory details about how they got stuff, right? What the evidence contains, what the evidence shows, but we're not seeing, evidence of corruption, in other words, as sometimes we might expect. So they say there's probable cause to believe additional documents contain these materials. Now, who are these people? Paragraph 4, we have limited redactions in the original. Some things have been unredacted. It says, I am a special agent with the FBI, Washington Field Office. They didn't want us to know that this person has been with the Counterintelligence Division and has been there since 2016. He's got training at Quantico and so on. And he says, I'm currently assigned, this person, to investigate counterintelligence and espionage matters, right? They didn't want us to know who this person is, probably so we can not really identify the FBI agent and see who's behind all this. Now, he says, I'm familiar with how we collect these materials and so on, right? So all the rest of this is pretty much both sides we can read. No redactions for quite some time. And so they're walking us through probable cause and NARA. Let's fast forward. There are considerable more redactions. And then we get down to page 8. Now, page 8, we wrap up. They say in paragraph 25 in both documents, it says the archivist of NARA said in a letter to Congress,
not even paying attention,
that we had communications with Trump's people, and Trump's people are being ornery.
She had a yield sign too.
Now, the same day, the Save America Political Action Committee posted the following on behalf of Trump. Okay, so we're still February 18th now. They say Trump posted this on Truth Social, posted this statement by Donald Trump. They say he posted this on behalf of Trump. Trump wrote, the National Archives did not, quote, find anything, okay? They were given, upon request, presidential records in an ordinary routine process to ensure the preservation of my legacy in accordance with the Presidential Records Act. They say, here's a full image of the statement below. Now, in the redacted document, you can see this whole section is redacted. Why? Let's see. Let's see what is inside. So here is Trump's statement. Now, zooming in on this, let's see if we can really see it. It's kind of hard to read it. We'll say they're referencing that, see if they give us any more details on it. But here is what the redacted filing, the unredacted document looks like. The title, which is new, says Trump stores documents in boxes. Let's see what's inside. On April 12th, FBI agents interviewed, this is 2022, a Trump representative called Witness Blank. And Witness Blank learned from another White House employee, here and after referred to as this person, that Trump kept boxes in his bedroom in the White House residence. Now, both this person, and this so-and-so heard that Trump brought the documents that he wanted to read to the White House residence at the end of the day. And someone reported that these documents were placed in boxes that would be stacked in the corner after Trump was done reading them. Now, on May 12th, FBI agents interviewed a former employee of Trump, witness so-and-so, who was specifically responsible for handling the presidential papers in the White House. Witness so-and-so also described a regular flow of documents between the White House residence and the Oval Office, carried by the valets at the direction of Trump. And we have a question on May 12th, who's specifically responsible for handling these? So I guess the time period is, well, the question mark is, what is the time frame, regular flow of documents from when to when and why? And maybe they get into that, but we get even more redactions? Come on, man. Okay. So you can see they give us one sentence, thanks. Redacted, redacted, redacted. First sentences both redacted. But then they say, it was Trump's practice to store accumulated documents in boxes, and that continues to be his practice. Now, paragraph 29 was sealed or redacted. Now it is unredacted. It says, in mid-December 2020, Witness Blank was aware from the valets that there were still, quote, several boxes of records in the White House residence. Now, witness so-and-so brought this to the attention of Trump's chief of staff, December 2020. Trump is still in office. Now, witness Blank did not know specifically what documents were in those boxes, but stated that they could have anything in them. And they could be newspaper articles, briefing books, press statements, draft letters, so and so. Witness knew that Trump received daily briefing books there, and the documents like schedules and dues of the day and economic reports and other matters that were mostly unclassified. Now, sometimes unredacted, the daily briefing book contained classified reports, and witness blank also regularly handled on behalf of Trump decision memo packages that had classified material attached, or talking points for State Department phone calls that were classified as the confidential level at a minimum. Now, the witness, we don't know who it is, did not always receive those documents back. They were handled by other staff, and so this witness was aware that some of these documents ended up in boxes, as that was Trump's filing system. Now, sometimes that Trump did not return or discard in a burn bag, a common method of disposing of classified documents for appropriate destruction, would be thrown in a box on the theory that Trump might want to do something with them later. Give a shout out to our friend Elliot on Locals, who has a tremendous Substack on this trip. Elliot will link to that. We'll throw that in the chat. Now, understanding that if a document can be discarded, Elliot's point, if a document can be discarded into a burn bag, then maybe it is actually not a classified document subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. We'll pull that link up when we're done here. Now, boxes containing documents were transported. You can see we have a first sentence here that was unredacted in both locations. But they say, according to a CBS Miami article titled "Moving Trucks Spotted at Mar-a-Lago," published on Monday, January 18th, at least 2 moving trucks were observed at the premises on January 18th. Then we get redacted. This is new. On June 9th, FBI agents interviewed a current Mar-a-Lago employee, and this witness recalled that the move had occurred on a Monday evening when a large moving truck and a box truck were present. Now, although this witness did not observe banker boxes being offloaded from the trucks, at a later date, witness so-and-so recalled observing banker boxes in the white and gold ballroom in Mar-a-Lago. Telling us on May 26th, the FBI interviewed witness 5. Now, witness 5 was employed by Trump both during the administration and after the end of the administration on January 20th. Now, on June 21st, witness 5 testified under oath before a federal grand jury sitting in D.C. Now, before the grand jury, he stated that during the move from the White House to Mar-a-Lago, bankers' boxes were placed within large brown boxes labeled redacted. So they tell us witness 5. Now, according to witness redacted, this is new again, witness so-and-so subsequently learned that approximately 85 to 95 of Trump's boxes, hereinafter called Trump's boxes, were transported from the White House to the premises, but witness blank did not know when this occurred. They're trying to, timeline's very important because they're always trying to establish obstruction. You know, Trump requested the documents back, and then Trump didn't provide the documents back, and then they found the documents. Oh, you obstructed by moving the boxes to a different location. Now, witness X describes that Trump's boxes as white and blue bankers boxes and cardboard printer paper boxes with lids. Now, witness blank also confirmed that the boxes are similar to the ones pictured below in a photograph taken by the media of Trump aides loading the boxes into Marine One on January 20th as Trump departed the White House. We don't get the photos. Continually, this is new, says on or about January 20th, witness so-and-so observed several items which may have contained some of Trump's boxes being offloaded from Air Force One and transported to the premises. Now, between January 21, so Trump is now out, and late August 2021, the boxes were stored in at least 2 different rooms within Mar-a-Lago. Witness so-and-so was aware that in approximately May 21, Trump directed Mar-a-Lago staff to locate a permanent storage location on the premises for the boxes. This is new. In late August or early September, witness blank also observed that the boxes were in a ground floor storage room, hereinafter called the storage room. There was no lock on the door. Now, sometime thereafter, witness blank observed locks installed on the door. Witness blank also described the storage room as being located on the ground floor pool level hallway within other offices and storage spaces. Now, the door to the storage room was painted gold, very classy, and no other markings were on it. The door on the storage room is located approximately midway up the wall, reachable by several wooden stairs. Now, in addition to the approximately 80 to 95 Trump boxes located in the storage room, there were other boxes in the storage room with merchandise like challenge coins, garment bags, memorabilia from Mar-a-Lago, photo frames, decor items, and moreover. Now, on May 27th, FBI agents interviewed Witness Blank. Witness Blank was employed by Trump, both during the administration and at the end. Now, Witness Blank also described the storage room as located in the basement of the premises, and according to the witness, the storage room held boxes and gifts from the White House deemed too valuable to store off-site. Witness stated that the entrance to the storage room had a wooden door, spray painted gold. All right, now, not a lot of this is, I would say, juicy expose. A lot of the times what we see in these redacted filings are indicia of corruption, right? Allegations that the Jack Smith deems to be too spicy for the public to see, like in some of the unsealed motions where Stanley Woodward is essentially alleging that they were threatening him and his judicial aspirations. But what we see is how the investigation was concocted. Maybe they are worried that we can see some, inner operations at Mar-a-Lago, how this stuff was working. Maybe they're concerned we're going to identify this witness. Who is this person? We think that witness 5 was Walt Nada, because he definitely sat down and gave an interview and also testified at a grand jury proceeding, I believe. But we continue. So this is also new. Unredacted from the original search warrant, which was redacted prior to the raid. It says, on March 31st, the FBI also interviewed a White House government employee, Witness Blank. Witness Blank reported that sometime in 2017, he or she became aware of multiple documents not being given back to the White House. In 2018, Witness Blank learned from this person, so 2 different witnesses, that approximately 24 boxes of materials were being kept by Trump, or by...
I'm gonna grab something to drink. I'll be right back.
But in 2018...
Before I have to run in to work.
That's curious. Let's see where this goes. Because Trump was still in office in 2018. Learned that 24 boxes of materials were being kept by Trump at the time. Now, another White House employee confirmed to Witness Blank that there was a separate holding area. After January 20th, 2021, Witness Blank was aware that multiple records had not been provided by Trump to NARA, including the 24 boxes. Okay, so this person has had this stuck in their mind since 2018. They're Trump never gave those boxes back. So he located them, they got moved. Documents are being moved around. These people are librarians, essentially. So he says, somebody checked out some library books in 2018. We haven't got them back. So then we fast forward all the way till Trump leaves. He says, those are overdue library books. We got to go get those back. On May 6th, this is all new after this first sentence. We knew this sentence. On May 6th, NARA made a request for the missing records and continued to make requests until late December, when NARA was informed that 12 boxes were found and ready for retrieval at the premises. And so this same witness, whoever that person is, who's had this little, they got documents over there that we got to get back. Trump leaves. Oh, they never returned those library books back. Go get them. Now this is all new. After receiving, according to witness whatever, after receiving the request from NARA, Trump wanted to review the boxes before providing them to NARA. Witness so-and-so and witness 5, Walt Nada, I believe, and this person collected the 15 boxes closest to the door in the storage room, and they delivered them to Trump. They carried the boxes from the storage room to the entryway of Trump's personal residential suite on the premises. Now, between January 1st, 2022, 1st and the 17th, so about 2 weeks, January 2022, no charges yet, Witness Blank, Witness 5, and so-and-so placed 2 to 4 boxes at a time outside Trump's personal suite. Now, when they interviewed Walt on May 26th, the FBI, Walt claimed the first time Witness 5 saw the boxes was when Witness 5 moved them from Pine Hall which is the anteroom to Trump's personal residential suite, man, anteroom, man, that's fancy, and to the moving truck to provide the boxes to Nara. Witness 5 also testified before the grand jury that he or she had actually weeks prior moved them to the storage room to Pine Hall for Trump's review. Then in the interview, he stated that he or she did not know where the boxes had come from prior to landing in Pine Hall. Now, testifying under oath, he claimed that he had said this because he was not sure how the boxes got there. This is why you don't talk to the feds, because they just caught the kitchen alive.
Got me some
He
Doritos.
admitted, however, that he or she was not aware of anyone moving the boxes to Pine Hall, right? So like, oh, sorry, Walt, you're a liar now. Thanks for cooperating. Perjury trap. Oh, busted. Now, on January 17th, witness so-and-so believes that Trump took the boxes into the residential suite and reviewed them. This is right there, his documents. On January 17th, the day of the scheduled Nara pickup, witness blank saw all 15 boxes in the hallway outside Trump's suite. So they have this like inside mole at Mar-a-Lago. Witness 5 also testified that the 15 boxes were in Pine Hall. Pine Hall is the anteroom to the presidential suite. You can see all this is brand new. Witness blank also believed that Trump personally reviewed the items that were requested by Nara. So he looked at them. And witness 5 testified that he or she and witness so-and-so transferred the boxes from Pine Hall to Walt's car. From there on January 17th, witness blank and witness 5 met the Nara contract driver and provided the driver with the 15 boxes.
All right, guys.
Now, even though there were
We'll fire it up on the way home.
Boxes than the 15 boxes, Trump did not review the remainder of the boxes before
Peace.
the Nara pickup. According to witness 5, the 15